guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Mimi, and like you guys all been asking for, I have a makeup tutorial for you guys. I noticed that a lot of you guys were asking me, can I do a makeup tutorial based on the look of my last video, and luckily I recorded it when I was installing that hair, so here it is. So prior to this video, I did wash my face, but as you can see, I cleaned my face off with the makeup wipe and I prepped and primed it. So right now I'm about to just get ready to do my eyebrows. So I go in with a Ruby Kisses Go Brow Brow and Lash Mascara. It's a duo. I think I paid like $5 for this. So I use that to brush my eyebrows up and like hold them in place, and then I go in with that NYX mechanical pencil in the color brown. It could be any shade that you like, but I prefer to use brown at the moment. So I just go in with that, and then I brush the hairs up, or should I say I go in upward strokes while also outlining the brow. So let's talk about this concealer. Honestly, this is a Kiss Pro Touch concealer, and let me just tell ya, I got this concealer in almost every color, and it's really like my holy grail. Since I've been using it, like I've stopped buying LA Girl Pro concealer, and this concealer, it runs you about like $5 depending on where you get it from. Sometimes you can get it for $3, sometimes you get it for $5, depending on where you get it from. And this concealer is just beautiful. It's just amazing. So I take this concealer and I use the lighter shade to go under my brow and outline it. And while I do that, I drag it down so that it can blend perfectly and flawlessly. So I just use a flat-ended brush because I don't know any other brush to use. So I just go under the brow, starting in the middle, and then I make my way towards the end, and then I bring my way to the front. So now at the top of my brow, I use a shade of the same brand of concealer that's closer to my skin tone, so that we don't give a halo brow, because that's not what you want to give the girls, and that's not what it's supposed to give. So as long as you have like the bright under eye, like that's all that you need. So you don't really need a bright under eye at the top. Some people, they go for that, but me personally, I don't. So I use a shade that's closer to my skin tone, and after that I take this beautiful, amazing e.l.f. concealer brush, and when I found out the damage that this brush does, child, I've been using it ever since, because this brush is amazing and it's super affordable. I got mine from ULTA. It came in a set of, I want to say 10 or 20. I don't know. How can I mess up such a number? But I don't know. It's only half. But yeah, I got this brush from ULTA. It came in a set. So I'm just using that to buff out and blend the concealer under my eye and above my eye. So for foundation, I'm going in with Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the number 355, the dewy version. You can find these at your local drugstore or beauty supply store. Maybe not the beauty supply store, but places like Target, CVS, places like that. So I just use a flat brush to blend that out and make sure that everything is covered evenly. So after my foundation is done, I go in with that same brand of concealer in the number 332, and I just go in under my eyes to highlight. So I start from my tear duct area, then I stop in the middle of my eye, and then I bring it out up under the wing of my eye. And then I blend it out with the same concealer brush that I use for my eyebrows. Also, I just got back in the habit of using beauty blenders, but I really like using like concealer brushes and mainly like brushes for like the face, because I don't know, it just does something that it needs to do. But when using a brush like a beauty blender, you just use dabbing motions. You don't swipe. So I'm going back and forth, but I'm making sure that I dab instead of swipe, because if I swipe, it's going to make my makeup patchy. So you want to avoid that. My camera was strictly out of focus, but to contour, I used the Makeup Revolution stick foundation to contour. So I just use that and I apply it under my cheekbones, because I noticed like when I put it like in the center, like my face just looks really long and like dull. So I've been watching like a lot of videos on like how to properly contour. So depending on like your face shape and how high or low your cheekbones are, you want to contour underneath your cheekbones and not so much above the jawline, because when you do that, it just doesn't look right. Like the face looks flat like a pancake, and we don't want that. So make sure you contour under your cheekbones and blend the contour upward, and make sure you guys are using the dabbing motions. So to make sure that our contour is serving looks to the gods, we go back in with the Kiss Pro Touch concealer in the number 332, and we underline our contour. Like where we contour, we underline that and we blend it out and make sure that everything is sharp, nice, blended, and neat. When that is blended out, if it becomes like too light or you feel like it's too sharp and not giving what's supposed to be gave, you can go back in with the brush that you used to put on your foundation and just blend that out even more so that it's corresponding with the whole look. Now I take my Wet n Wild loose setting powder in the shade Banana, and I just press that into my skin. I use the wrong brush, don't be like me. You can either use a beauty blender or a makeup pad, I guess you could say. Now I take this eyeshadow palette that I got from my nearest beauty supply store, and I take like the deepest brown I can find in there, and I just apply that to my crease area with the eyeshadow brush, and then I go back in with a blender brush to buff it out. So now I take my P. Louise base in the shade white, and I apply that to my lid because I'm going to be putting on a white shadow on my lid. So I use a base to make it more bright and vibrant. Now to dust away that powder, I use a Juvia's Place contour palette, and first I go in with the tan contour palette, and I use that to wipe away the powder that's under my eyes, and then I go in with the dark contour palette so that I could bring out my contour more. So I'm a girl that likes bright under eyes, so that same eyeshadow that I put on my lid, I take that and I use a fluffy eyeshadow brush to go under my eye and make it brighter. So by doing that, I just pat and I sweep, blending it out. That's the only time I'm going to tell you guys to sweep so that you can make sure it's blended out. So you kind of apply it under your eye like an eyeshadow with a eyeshadow brush. So now I'm just adding blush, and after the blush you guys are going to see me do my white wing liner, and for the wing liner I use the NYX white liner. So you could get that from NYX, or you could get it from ULTA, or you could get it from CVS, Target, anywhere that sells NYX products. So right now I'm just doing this wing, and this is going to be the last part that you guys see before my camera dies. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for more. And also turn on your post notifications to be notified when I drop another video. Thanks for watching.